This is Point Black. Coming in hard and off the car. Coming with the flow from the barrio. Coming with the heat from the motherfucking street. And coming with the facts to crack some backs. This is PBNN Point Black National News. The late edition. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't cutting no shorts. This is how we go. You know what I mean? So today, we just want to bring some points to the air. You know what I'm saying? With no fear. You know what I'm saying? Of our own nation coming down on us because we have a few things to say that is just as important as any politician in office. You see? Because what the people thinking is just as important as the orders or the executive orders or any order or bill that is passed in the House of Congress. You see. But now we see a whole lot of things going on. So we now seen a lot of people recanting their story and this and that and the third and the fourth. We've seen a lot of different things happen within this pandemic, and we've seen a lot of things that show full resolve as to what has taken place within. So now we have others who are still pushing on into the situation when we have bigger problems going on all over the board. You know what I'm saying? And we need to start to examine just these things as we move along across the board. You know what I'm saying? Because we still have a lot of people who have been treated and have gotten treated, and now we want to know, what is this result going to come out to be within this whole thing? Because the fact of the matter is it should have been over and to a form of dissipation by now. You know what I'm saying? And it is very, 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 you know what I'm saying, in the way people look at this. You know what I'm saying? I was even looking at a story where organizers cut off a veteran's mic when he was discussing the role black people played in the origins, you know what I'm saying, in the origins of, you know, of Memorial Day. You know what I'm saying? And the audio was cut off on a veteran microphone, you know what I'm saying, at the Memorial Day event in Hudson, Ohio. Shortly after, you know what I'm saying, he began his speech discussing the role that blacks played in the holiday origin in an incident that local media reported was no accident. And this is why they probably cut the mic off. You know what I'm saying? According to the Akon, Ron, or KCON, or whatever they are, Beacon Journal, and the incident occurred during an event making the holiday at a local cemetery on Monday, just minutes after retired Army Lieutenant Bernard Kempter, or whatever his name is, you know what I'm saying, had, I guess it was up there doing his thing, started to deliver the remarks. You know what I'm saying? During his speech, Cantor, whom the journal reported was a keynote speaker for the event, discussed the history of the holiday, including the discovery of newspaper clippings and, handwriting notes that showed a group of, freed black people, you know what I'm saying? It showed a report of freed black people who were among the first of the commemorate, the first to be, the black people that were among the first to be commemorated the holiday following and surrendered of Confederacy. You know what I'm saying? In the holiday, you know what I'm saying, following the surrender of the Confederacy. And anybody should surely know that black people had a lot to do in that war as well, because they fought in the war and they lost their lives on that day, you know what I'm saying, just like any other man on the field. But when you have systematic racism to make it seem like there was only a white thing that went on. It may have started with their garbage, but we ended up in it somehow, and it had the issues to do with a lot to do with that in more ways than one. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, being that we fought in it and we did our part, he has a right to stand on the battlefield and get that respect. But when you have systematic racism and people who wants to make it as if, you know, black people aren't people. You know what I'm saying? This is why they do the things they do. Keeping their joint, you know what I'm saying, to themselves. And that's a main fact. You know what I'm saying? They do that. You know what I'm saying? In recent years, the origin of how and where where and how declarations, declarations day or whatever they call it began has sparked lively debates among historians. However, Yale historian David Blight, you know what I'm saying, asserting the holiday is rooted in a moving ceremony. You know what I'm saying? A moving ceremony. Said it was conducted by free slaves on May 1st, 1865 at the the tatered remain of a Confederate prisoner of war camp, he stated. You know what I'm saying? It was Charleston, Washington. It was in Charleston, I guess Washington race course and jockey club, today known as Hampton Park. You know what I'm saying? The ceremony believed to have include a parade of as many as 10,000 people, including 3,000 Africans. You know what I'm saying? African Americans. You know what I'm saying? School children singing and so on. Union marching songs. You know what I'm saying? John Brown bodies. You know what I'm saying? Bodies. He said um, they were crying, armful. You know what I'm saying? They were carrying armful of flowers and went to declarate at the graves. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what they're cutting off Mike about and all of that, but the contribution of black people, why would you say his mic was cut off? I don't understand, because the contribution of black people in this country has been astonished, very astonished, and greatness, you know, astonishing, I should say, and greatness on this planet as a whole anyway, with or without their war. You know what I'm saying? With or without their war. So we don't need to have all this going on. You know what I'm saying? Because now we even see where we have a situation with Fauci, you know what I'm saying, and his tweets. You know what I'm saying? He should have enough of tweeting just like Kamala has come to light. You know what I'm saying? The focus on that Fauci knew, because, you know what I'm saying, in 2020, he had prior warning, or were told or made up the story, because it's alleged to me, warning of messages that, you know what I'm saying, he tweeted or was tweeted to him, whichever one, but I believe it was him, you know what I'm saying, the virus had a engineering, you know what I'm saying, origin, rather than be of a natural understanding. You know what I'm saying? Still saying, but Fauci kept on saying, you know what I'm saying, in May, you know what I'm saying, it may have either it to me, what Fauci is saying, running up this alleged story about what's going on, and this now he's saying it might have been engineered or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And still saying, you know what I'm saying? To me, it what is it? Either it is or it isn't. But to me, it still comes out to, you know, it's not so. You know what I mean? It is still alleged, no matter how you twist and turn it. I don't know why they keep running this, story, because it's really alleged. I mean, if it was engineered in its own origin, and they're still saying it, you know what I'm saying? Is it is or it's not? And we have either it is or it isn't. I'll put it that way. You know what I'm saying? Saying that he was, you know what I'm saying, he was still publicly going around. This is what they were saying Fauci was still doing, even though he had got and known about this, that he was still going around publicly dismissing the possibility, you know what I'm saying, that it was engineered, which is very strange. Nice to say it all. You know what I'm saying? Nice to say it all. This is now once everybody has gotten a taste of the dose. So, you keep saying the same thing and still running the same old story. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying, everybody has gotten, and you're still pushing on, as far as I see. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Everyone has got a taste in them. You know what I mean? So, some of this show, you know what I'm saying, seems like, some of the show seems like just a scheme to me to put the blame here, there, and everywhere, but you still not having, you know what I'm saying, no proof, no proof, nor proving. Because you say it may have come. They're using the phrase may have come from the virology lab. It may have come from chicken from a chicken fry shop. You know what I'm saying? May have come from this cup. We don't know that. That's still alleged. And it seems like just a scheme to take the blame off of somewhere and put it somewhere else. Or put the blame where it's supposed to go, but at the same time say it didn't. So you're going back and forth because, like I said, there's no proof, nor proving. As Biden pushing with the 75%. New thingy kicking now. I still see a ledge. I still see a ledge. You know what I mean? You know? Somewhere I see a ledge on this. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere. Because people still getting treated. You know what I mean? Why he's still pushing to 75% over and over every time he comes around. Means no. You know what I'm saying? 70% means no. We know. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what the harm may be. But we do know. But we do know. By now, there should be a herd immunity. Especially when you're looking, a herd immunity already. Once and even before the minute of 0.6%. You know what I'm saying? There should be some form of naturality taking place here. And herd immunity should have been already met. You know what I'm saying? Because you already have so much of the population already. So we're still looking for where the naturality part will come in along with medicine. You know what I'm saying? So now, taking, when you look at this, the naturality should now be taking place. You know what I'm saying? But to me, it seems like the game is still playing. You know what I'm saying? Not everyone needs it. But we see stocks doing well. So we see. So we still are watching how far till the next time as we go. 75%. You know what I'm saying? So we've got to come better than we're coming based on what we're looking at and start to look at this thing from a more better picture, switching subject from what took place. You know what I'm saying? Now you're saying that there's a leak in this. We have to take this thing more seriously because, a lot of people have been hurt in this situation. You know what I'm saying? Now we have Dr. Fauci saying publicly released. You know what I'm saying? Publicly released. Dr. Fauci is now saying, publicly released, you know what I'm saying, emails about the lab leak is being, you know, misconstrued. This is what he's saying. In an interview on CNN Thursday, Dr. Fauci said that an email he received last year from an executive, you know what I'm saying, at the US based Echo Health Alliance has been misconstrued, or whatever you want to call it, and offered a hint of regret about the February 2020 email downplaying the need to wear a mask. You know what I'm saying? This is what he tried to say now. When you look at his whole jam, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, it still leads to where we're seeing an alleged overstanding based on the garbage that he's talking about. And nobody wants to hear that. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to hear that. You know? Because even the lawmakers had jumped on Fauci's head. Nah, I'm saying? They even had the lawmakers on Fauci's head. So he's still trying to push off stories here and there. Still trying to say here and there. Listen, I said it before and I'll say it again. If it came from the virology lab over there, that's one thing. We understand that now. You know what I'm saying? But we looking at Republicans, you know what I'm saying? When we look at the Republicans and what they're saying, they're saying the Republican lawmakers blast Fauci after thousands of email was released. So he automatically chose a story in there on the alleged tip to try to ease himself out of that, or however they want to misconstrue the people's minds as to how this thing really begun and so many people lost their lives. You know what I'm saying? We've got to start checking into politics and the games that they're playing and make sure that we understand that we have to look out for one another in this game. Just running around here, you know what I'm saying, I can halfway out your mind like you don't want to know nothing other than what other people have told you, or the game or the illusion that you have seen. You know what I'm saying? Now, when we look at the GOP lawmakers lashing out, at the White House, chief medical advisor, Dr. Fauci, you know what I'm saying, Wednesday after, you know what I'm saying, Bevi of his of his email from the early days of the coronavirus pandemic were made publicly. You know what I'm saying? Many Republicans, focus their iron on the fact that Fauci received messages in early 2020, warning that the virus had been engineered. You know what I'm saying? This is what they're saying on the, I guess on Fox or wherever, Fox News or wherever the story they put out on the New York Post. You know what I'm saying? So this is what the New York Post reported. Now, son, so we're looking at the fact that it was publicly put out. You know what I mean? So it's not a secret. You know what I'm saying? But when we look at the fact of many Republicans blasting him for that, you know what I'm saying? Many Republicans focus on his bull. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, he's saying it's otherwise engineered or may have otherwise emerged from the now laboratory. You know what I'm saying? While he was politically dismissing the possibility. But that's Anthony Fauci for you. Because wherever this thing has emanated or been reconstructed or even put out or whatever the case may be, it still shows again a greater problem. When is people going to see that? House Republican demands Fauci testify about his emails. So it's about time to get, to me, they're wasting time. They need to get rid of him. Disprove that. You know what I'm saying? We see Psaki calls Fauci, you know what I'm saying? They call Fauci undeniable. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The undeniable assets after, you know what I'm saying, lab leak. Emails. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Doolittle, they call him. Dr. Doolittle, you know what I'm saying? Trump tears into Fauci after release of emails. So everybody now is jumping over Fauci. Like I said, we got the fall guy. You see what I'm saying? But it's a little too late sometimes for the fall guy, but somebody should pay the price, no matter who it is. So we got our scapegoat here. You know what I'm saying? When we look at this thing, you know, digging for Fauci, you know, he defends, you know, a communist nation in a communist nation interview. You know what I'm saying? He called the leak a far-fetched. You know what I mean? So if it's far-fetched, why is you playing it up? If it is, or it is, or it isn't. So it's still stuck between alleged until we have concrete upfront proof, even though you may have emails. Who else was involved? Is the picture is what we're looking for. We're not looking for all that other shit. We know what went on, but we want to know who else was involved on this here shit. You shut all our cities down. You put people out of work. There was a lot of garbage that went on in this one. Talking about this, that, and the third and all of that. Senator Rand Paul, you know, a Republican of Kentucky who has always clashed with Fauci on a number of the pandemic, you know, related issues for this year. You know what I'm saying? Who sets the tone early Wednesday, you know, by tweeting, told you, following by, and emoji or whatever they call it, of a pair of eyes in, you know what I'm saying, hashtagging, you know, fire Fauci. Fauci leaks email, or, you know what I'm saying, Fauci leaked an email, or shocking, to say the least, I agreed, Republican Marjorie Taylor Greene. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So we're looking at the whole thing. He needs to be fired, Greene says. You know what I'm saying? Followed that tweet by posting an image of herself wearing a black mask bearing the words Fire Fauci. So you see the little tug of war snacking back and forth up in here. Several lawmakers are now questioning Dr. Anthony Fauci's role in investigating the origin of COVID-19. You know what I'm saying? Big tech was censored. You know what I'm saying? The big tech was censoring. Big tech was censoring posts about the Wuhan leak. The media was calling people who talked about the Wuhan leak conspiracy theories. You know what I'm saying? House majority with, you know, Steve, I guess Scalzi or whatever his name, Republican, you know what I'm saying, tweeted, all while Fauci himself was emailing about COVID-19 possible leak from the Wuhan lab. Let that sink in. You know what I'm saying? But whether it's sinking or not, it's still alleged because you say it may or it may not. So the doubt within the proof is not surfacing. It's still alleged until we know for a fact that that's where it come from. Until then, we will keep it where it's at. So this is Point Black coming in on another short clip on the do G5. You know what I'm saying? We got to start looking at the things that's going on in our community based on this. So this is part one. I'm coming with part two on the open mind decision of the people. You know what I'm saying? Because we even have Democrats division threatening, Biden joint on voting push. You know what I'm saying? So I'm coming in on that on part two on the people's decision. One, a people's decision. So this is Rastafari. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no man be before his mother, but all comes from the womb. I say blessed Rastafari. Not the S-O-N, but the S-U-N. As the General Sarah Sudi would say, the General Sarah Sultan said he would say, no man precedes his mother. So I say, blessed be the goddess of planet Earth, and the black woman is truly God. One.